everybody.
Hey guys.
Today we are going to start off talking to you about the 3 C's. Now today we are focusing on the first one, which is your comfort zone.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we get this all the time in our challenge groups when we do our live video introductions.
Yes.
People say, this is something I would never do.
So scary.
You know, like I've never done this, totally outside my comfort zone being here. But they did it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure you can relate jumping into a challenge group. Maybe that's not something you would have done before, but you knew you needed to change, so you jumped in and you saw awesome changes, right? Or else you wouldn't be here. Like, you look back on your fitness journey, and it's so much like your coaching journey, you guys. When you start...
How scary was it to actually hit submit when you signed up to become a coach?
Yeah.
Like, did you feel like you were going to throw up?
Or when you purchased your first challenge pack.
Yeah. Scary.
I freaked out when I signed up as a coach. Like, it took me months to even sign up, and then after I signed up, months before I ran my first group, which I don't recommend, but...
Yeah. That's a story for you.
Fear holds you back.
Right.
And since I first signed up, I've learned that fear, that being uncomfortable really means you have opportunity for growth and will make you a better person.
Totally.
So I heard an analogy once, a monkey bar analogy. So you've all been to the playground and you pretend like the ground is lava and you're going across the monkey bars and you gotta get to the other side and you're holding on to both rungs, okay? And this is how he talked about your comfort zone. Like, in order to get to the other side where you know you need to be, you know growth is going to happen on the other side, you know that's where you need to be, but you're scared because what if you fall in the lava, right? Like, oh my gosh, I know. So you're holding on, and in order to get to the other side, you have to let go back here, right? In order to swing through, you have to let go, but you're comfortable here because you know you're kind of safe over here on this platform. Can you guys relate to that? Like,
totally.
Even if you're miserable, you know, before you started your fitness journey, like, you were uncomfortable in your skin, you're uncomfortable, like, seeing pictures of yourself, you just feel gross, but you don't want to change because it's kind of scary. You're miserably comfortable in your comfort zone. So you're on the monkey bars. In order to get to the other side, you've got to let go. You've got to be a little bit uncomfortable, okay? And that happens, but you get used to it, okay? Then you start realizing, oh, this is making me uncomfortable. This means that I need to grow in this area. And the more you do that thing that makes you uncomfortable, the more comfortable you're going to be.
Yeah. And stronger at the same time.
Yeah, and stronger. Yeah. Live video used to freak me out.
She was terrified.
Seriously, it used to freak me out. And the only way I could get through that is to do it and to suck at it first. Because I did. I sucked at it when I did it at first. But
get ready to suck at things.
Yeah, like, you're not going to be perfect. You're going to fail at things, especially things you're uncomfortable about. You're going to be nervous.
Yeah. Fail your way forward, though.
Fail your way freaking forward.
Yes.
Seriously. The 3 F's. Fail your way freaking forward. 3 C's. Anyway, let's just get back on topic. That was silly. Okay, you've got to get outside of your comfort zone. And I know it's scary, but that's where growth happens.
Yes.
That's where growth happens.
Totally. So I am like the queen of comfort zone. I spent years being afraid to try anything new because I was afraid.
Yeah.
And so this coaching journey has really like opened my world, broken down my walls. So we wanted to share with you a few tips to help you learn how to break out of your comfort zone. Yeah. So the first one is to be accountable to somebody. If you know that you are going to have to report to somebody about doing something that makes you uncomfortable, it's going to give you that extra oomph, that extra push to do it. Yeah. So find somebody to be accountable to. I know for me, with these kind of things, I can't be accountable to my husband because he's like, oh, that's okay, honey. Yeah. So I need to find somebody that's going to really like,
did you do it?
Push me. Yeah. Like, no excuses, honey. Like, get it done. So if you need somebody, reach out to your upline, you know, help ask them, say, I need some accountability to do these things that are scary.
Yeah.
The second one is play to your strengths. Don't just focus on your weaknesses. I mean, how often do we just like beat ourselves up for what we're not good at and don't focus on what we are good at?
Yep.
So find what makes you uncomfortable and then structure your strengths around it so that you allow your strengths to help compensate for your weaknesses and for what makes you uncomfortable.
I like that.
Your next one is to increase your conviction. If you have that fire burning in you, I think that's what really helped propel me forward with coaching is I had this fire to like share my message, to share this with people. And so when I had to do things uncomfortable, like inviting people and sharing my story, that fire kind of just propelled me forward because I felt it. I believe it.
Ooh,
So,
I have an analogy.
oh yes, let's hear it.
I heard this. I just came back to my mind.
Personal development at work, right here.
Yeah, when you do your personal development, these things will pop into your head when you need them. Okay, so if you're standing up on like a really tall building and there's like a thin balance beam or board going to another building, okay, so you're like, I don't know, like really far up there, okay, and it's windy and you have to cross. Someone's like, I'll give you like $100 to cross it. You're like, no freaking way, I am not gonna go cross that.
You're crazy,
right? Like, I'm not gonna do that. But then what if your kids were over there and like you had to get to your kids? Well, yeah, you'd do it. You know, it all comes down to your conviction and your why. Like,
Right.
what, you know, once you have a reason to get to the other side and you believe in it, well, then it becomes, sure, it's still going to be scary going. It's still going to be a little uncomfortable, right?
Just gonna do it.
But you're going to do it because you are convicted. You know that you need to do it. You know that it works, like applying it back to Beachbody. You know these products work and it changed your life in so many different aspects. So allow that conviction, like keep it kindled. Don't let it die.
Totally. Which goes right back to a previous module of finding your why.
Finding your why.
Why are you a coach?
Yeah.
Hold on to that because you will need it.
Yeah.
The next one is to practice and role play. Okay, I'll be totally honest with you. I hate like role playing. I feel so uncomfortable. I feel silly. I feel awkward. I do everything I can to like avoid it. You know, in school when you'd have to like get into like those groups and like role play, I hated that.
Some elementary school scars.
Yes, I do. But this is huge, you guys. Like, it's the same thing with athletes. Why do athletes practice more than they actually play? It's to increase their confidence so that when game time comes, they're ready to throw down. And it's the same thing with coaching. Practice and role play. Get together with your success partner, with your upline coach. Ask, us for a team call where we role play.
Yeah.
Share with those people that are safe what makes you uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and then find a way to role play it so that when it comes time to talk to somebody about Shakeology,
Yeah.
you know what you're going to say, and it's not like, you practice and role play.
That's how I was with challenge groups when I first signed as a coach. Like, if someone was to be like, so like, what are these groups that you're talking about, like on your Facebook? Like, what are you doing? At first I'd be like, and I try to like talk about it and I'd butcher it, and then I'd come across like I didn't know what I was doing or talking about or whatever. So I literally wrote down a response to that question. Like, what are these groups?
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote down a response and then I did it like in the mirror.
Yeah.
I like said it over and over again until I felt comfortable, and that will help you get out of that comfort zone because you kind of have some, tools.
Yes, absolutely. So those are our tips. So what your homework is, you ready for this one, is to do a live video in Team Empower, sharing something that that makes you vulnerable. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be like your dirty laundry, but something that makes you uncomfortable, but the lessons that you learned. So maybe it could be talking about, an emotional breakthrough that you've had, or what you've learned about being a mom, or
or you can craft a post like with your before and afters.
Yeah.
Like I know when I hated like posting sweaty selfies when I first signed as a coach. Like that made me uncomfortable. And so craft a post with those things, and then again, all of your posts, especially if there's something hard you've gone through, need an upswing.
Yes.
Okay, you don't want to come across as the victim. If you still feel like a victim, you shouldn't post about it yet.
Not time yet.
But something that makes you uncomfortable posting about, but that will help someone, like your before and afters.
Yes.
Okay, or just a sweaty selfie, or like a personal weakness that you've overcome, or something like that.
Whatever
and then
feels vulnerable.
Post that. Either do a live video or craft a post, and then put it in Team Empowered.
Yes. Awesome. You guys are working on breaking down those comfort zone walls, and you will be amazed at who you become as you work on helping other people change their lives.
So true. We believe in you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.